Okay, today I'd like to talk about horror movies. Horror is a very popular genre, but some people don't like it because they're scary, of course. But what makes horror movies scary? How do you use horror techniques to make your movie scary? I'll show you a few techniques today. This is a scene from Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is not a horror movie, but they use a lot of horror techniques to make the dinosaurs more scary. This is a good example of how to use horror techniques in a movie that's not a horror movie. Before the movie even starts rolling, we can see a few things that make this scene feel like a horror movie scene. For example, all of the cold metal counters with their sharp, crooked angles are intimidating and scary. The lighting is dark and cold and makes the viewer feel uneasy. This wide shot establishes the location of the scene, but that doesn't make us feel any safer. The movement of the camera to this low, awkward angle makes the viewer feel even more uneasy. Notice how even now the camera is slowly moving. This adds to the feeling of instability. It doesn't matter that the children seem so scared in this scene. There are a lot of horror movies in which the victims are happy and smiling right up until the moment they are murdered. Notice the continued use of moving cameras to keep the viewer off balance. Creepy music and creepy sound effects like dinosaur cries add to the sense of foreboding and dread.
Timmy, what is it?
As the raptor slowly stalks its prey.
It's inside.
The slow progress of this scene adds to the tension and fear. The low position of the camera serves to make the dinosaurs more intimidating and the scene more horrifying. There are a few shots which are not standard for horror movies, such as this clear shot showing the relative position of the dinosaurs and the children. If you've watched this movie from the beginning, you already know that the children are not going to be eaten by a dinosaur. But the use of so many horror techniques to film this scene make you doubt yourself and wonder if the children will not, in fact, be devoured by the raptors. One important aspect of horror films is that the viewer often has more information than any of the participants in the scene. We know where the dinosaurs and the children both are, but neither of them knows where the other is. That's why so many people yell at the screen, "Don't go in there! Don't open that door!" We know they are in danger better than they do. This clever shot where the camera rotates around the counter really highlights how dangerous a position the children are in and how close they are to death. The composition of this frame really shows the situation we're in just one picture. One common filmmaking technique is to design keyframes like this as if they were paintings, with great composition and layout, and then structure your movie around them. Gimmicks such as doors that won't close properly are very common in horror movies. Gimmicks such as and us being fooled by a reflection are also common. At last, the path to escape is revealed. Will the children make it through the door on time? Of course, just barely. Shots like this from the point of view of the enemy are very common in horror movies. Showing us the claws sets up how dangerous the dinosaurs are, but also sets up how bad they are at walking on icy surfaces. Finally, the children are safe. Or are they? Oh, it's so scary.
Yeah.